Welcome back to the Philippines. If you're new to my channel, hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. If you've been here for a while, you're a subscriber, what's going on, bro, man? I hope everything's good for you. Tell the family I said hey. And yeah, I'm riding around again, bro, so I decided to take you guys with me like always so I can talk about today's topic, which is it always starts with a fairy tale. Now, I'm known for speaking my mind, and I encourage you to do the same thing in the comment section, okay? Now, this morning I was watching YouTube, like the rest of you guys do, get your YouTube on. And I ran across a video about a guy named Paul. He lives in Leyte, Philippines. I think I said that wrong too, but if I did, my bad. But this guy became homeless in the Philippines, And like always, man, the story of life in the Philippines begins with sunshine and rainbows behind a woman. Now, I know I'm late to this party, but when I saw this video, man, I was kind of sad for the guy, to be real with you, man. But at the same time, man, it's like, bro, you a grown man. And, some of the choices that you made, you could have handled that a little bit better. I will leave a link in the description of the original video so you guys can actually see this for yourself and give the original creator of that video his credit. But Paul has been here in the Philippines for about 6 years now. And according to the video, he lives in an area where there's a lot of expats. And expat communities, they tend to try to help each other out for the most part. But he's saying, unfortunately, there's nobody there that's actually helping him out and he has no support. He went to the barangay and everywhere else, and he's getting nothing. Now, again, his journey started with that classic fairy tale love story that a lot of expats encounter when they actually start living in the Philippines. But like clockwork, things take a terrible turn for the worst, and for him, it started during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, he states that his mother passed away recently, and God bless her soul, I send my condolences to his family. But during that time, he actually went bankrupt, which contributed to his downfall. Now, according to him, he got married in 2013, right around the time of Typhoon Yolanda. And you remember when that Typhoon Yolanda hit, that was pretty bad. It was really bad, to be honest with you, man. And Paul states that that's the time that his father passed away, and he received an equivalent of 1.5 million pesos. Paul then decides to quit his job and move to the Philippines because his job charged too much in taxes, like 60%. Now, that's a high number for taxes. I don't know how UK works. Some of you guys that are from UK, you probably can elaborate on that a little bit more than I can. Maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know. But that seems kind of far-fetched to me. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's what he said, man. Paul goes on to say that he met his wife on Facebook. They were chatting it up for a while, But then they got married after 6 months. And all because he got her pregnant. And right after that, he ran out of money. So then he went back to the UK for work, only to come back to the Philippines and get her pregnant again. So then he went back to work in the UK and, to try to send some money and support his family while they were still here. Now, that's honorable. There's nothing wrong with that, But after traveling back and forth from the Philippines to the UK, back and forth and whatnot, he got stuck here in 2019 when the pandemic hit. And he's been here for the past 6 years. And, of course, there's a lot more to the story. But I want to talk about a few things that kind of stood out to me. And one of the things that stood out to me that I really, really paid attention to was the fact that he quit his job after receiving money from his father's death. Now, 1.5 million pesos, it seems like a lot of money. To the Filipino person, it is a lot of money. And to an average expat, it's probably a lot of money, let's be real. But that's not enough money to move here, especially when you don't have enough money coming in every month like clockwork. That's a finite amount of money that will run out faster than you think. I can only imagine the amount or the mindset of his wife when she found out how much money he had coming in. But I'm gonna let you guys speculate on that part. Now, I will give her some credit. She stayed with him 5 years after he went broke. They just recently separated, to be real. And it did seem like she didn't understand him. She tried to stay by his side. But as the old saying goes, no money, no honey. And eventually things will fall apart, especially when dealing with finances. It did kind of blow my mind, though, when he said that he burnt the pictures of his wedding because he got in an argument. I guess that has something to do with it, or the reason why she decided to leave him. I guess that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, another thing that stood out to me was the fact that after the COVID-19 lockdowns were over, he chose not to go back to the UK because, in his own words, his mother passed away. and there was nothing for him to go back home to. His passport was expired, and he was broke, so he couldn't even pay for it. Now, I know in Western countries we have some kind of repatriation program or something that he can do. Even if the UK has changed, okay, he's still a citizen of that country, and he'll get more help at home than he would staying in the Philippines. You know, this is the part where a man has to stand up and be a man. Let's just be real about this, all right? There's no running home to mom anymore. And in times of desperation, you need to go back to your homeland so you can get your legs again. Now, to me, it almost sounded like an excuse, you know, because he didn't want to leave his kids behind. And, you know, and I do understand that, you know, being in the military, you know, you leave your kids, it hurts you. It hurts your heart. You know, we got to, you know, be tough about it, but it hurts your heart. But still think about it, man. You can love your kids all day long, but if you can't support them, along with supporting yourself or your wife, you're not doing them any kind of justice by sitting around. And he's sitting around hoping that their mom will take him back. You know, he claims that the only way that he can leave this country is through deportation anyway. But then I have a question about that. Even if you are deported, why can't you find work in your home country and bring your wife and your family there with you? Now, another thing that stood out to me was that Paul has been here begging for money ever since COVID-19 hit, or throughout the pandemic, because he didn't have any money or whatnot. And I do understand, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to eat, man. You know, but if I'm correct, when you marry a local out here or a Filipino woman out here, you get a 13A visa. You can apply for one. And I don't know if he has one or not, but if he has one, man, you can apply to work here in the Philippines. You can work here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, if I'm right, he can work here. You know, there are plenty of jobs here that he can do as an electrician. He says he's an electrician. And, you know, you won't be paid that much, but you'll have enough money to eat and provide some kind of assistance to your family, you know. And even if you can't go find you a job, you know, I know it's hard to go to get a job sometimes. But in the Philippines, there's so many freelance workers out here that you can learn from, bro. And you can go be a freelancer yourself and do electrical work for people and stuff like that. Bro, I mean, honestly, man, I'm just not understanding the logic of his manhood, you know, but I hope he can pull it together. I don't want to pass any judgment, but we can all fall on hard times, and I respect that, you know. But this is the type of situation that expats really don't pay attention to until it actually happens to them. They come out here with no plan, no stable source of income, and guess what? They leave with no way out, okay? Not even leave with no way out. They have no way out. They can't leave, all right? This is horrible on all levels. We can all learn something from Paul, man. Like, really, we all can learn something. And again, I hope this guy really pulls through. But damn, bro, this is a fairy tale that ended with Tinkerbell losing her wings, man. We all got to be better at making choices. And if you know you're not stable enough to take care of yourself, then you shouldn't be bringing kids in this world either, because they're only going to suffer with you, causing you more pain when you can barely handle the pain you're dealing with. I'll keep you in my prayers, man. That's all that I can do for you right now, man. That's all that I got for you guys on this video. Do me a big favor, though, man. And it's a sincere favor from me to you. Please love yourself. I know I say it on every video. Y'all hear me saying it. But loving yourself is prime, man. When me, especially for me, you know, growing up, nobody teaches you to love yourself. They tell you to love everybody else. Love your mama, love your grandpa, love your sisters and your brothers. But nobody tells you to love you. You know what I mean? You're the only person that knows you the way you know you. You're the only person that can get you out of some shit when you in some shit. All right? For the most part, all right? You got to learn how to include yourself in the love that you give, bro. Like, for real. This is serious, man. Because if not, you're going to end up hurt one of these days. And when you down and out, man, honestly, you're the only person you can depend on. Because it seems like everybody loves you when you got money, but don't nobody give a damn about you when you got nothing. All right? Love yourself, bro, man. Hey, take care of your family, too, all right? Until next time, guys, man, holla at your boy. Peace out, bro.